couple of fans. These two are smaller of the three. The third is at the back compartment there. It's got, we'll obviously be able to push more everything bigger. These pull-outs here just have different tools on them. So if you shuffle down this way a little bit, you can see these pull-outs have either axes or some of your other hand tools that you're going to need. Bolt cutters and your saws. And then sledge and a come-along in there. So those are some tools that we use to get into, or with extrications and such. Any questions so far?
No.
Perfect. This little thing here, it's call it the deodorizer. It basically, if you have something that's a little cooking fire or something that smells up your apartment or something, that you spray around and it actually takes the odor out of the air and out of some of the materials in your house. From there we also have, these are what we call a set of irons. So it's got a Halligan and an flathead axe. This thing's called a Halligan. It's just a tool that can be used in a variety of different ways for opening doors on your house, to cars, to whatever you need it to do for you.
What types of calls would you use those tools on?
Sorry?
What type of calls would you bring those tools out on?
Virtually everything. If you're walking into alarms call or something and you don't know what's going on, you're going to want to have those in hand so that if you need them, you have them. As well, if you're walking up to a vehicle extrication call, this Halligan is used to make what you call a purchase point. And that's where you can get you will see on the other side the heavy hydraulics where you can get the spreaders in to open the doors and stuff. You need that initial little crack to get started, right? And that's what that tool will do for you. Up on top, we won't head up there, but up there is a bunch of coffins where we have extra, so they'll have rope bags, they'll have Stokes baskets, things for getting people out of hard to reach places or getting us down to where patients are. This side here, we've got 16 air bottles, and then there's another couple beside the wheel. If we end up using any of these, or there's an alarms call, usually a rescue will go. So if the guys are using up air and they need to come out for a change, they can come over to the rescue, and we've got lots of bottles if they're out of air on their truck that they came on, because they don't carry as many bottles. From there, we've got a winch that will go into receivers. So you may have not noticed, but on the other side of the truck as well, there's a receiver. There he is, where we can push the receiver in, and so the winch can be used off of basically all sides of the truck. This little portable one can go off the back or the two sides, and then obviously you'll see the front of the truck has one already bumper mounted on there. From there, we've got 3 fire extinguishers in here. And you'll see in the back there onboard air, which pulls out right here. So the air we use for the air chisel and different air operated tools, whether it's the lifting bags, so we've got little Holmatro lifting bags, so you can slide them in underneath, like if there's no room to get spreaders or anything else safe to lift the vehicle with, they give you the option of you can slide them in, and they're literally an airbag that inflates and can lift, has a high lifting capacity. Different bags of different sizes have different capacities. From there, we've just got more hand tools in here. This has got your Sawzall, or reciprocating saw, you might know it as. Basic uses for all kinds of things, from cutting vehicles apart to getting into residence, or for forcible entry if we need that. As well, just a variety of things. You've got little lights like LED pucks. You've probably seen them on the road with crews before, and toolboxes here with just different assortments of tools. This is what you normally see, or what you would think of for rescue, vehicle rescue, is the heavy hydraulics, and so it's onboard mounted. This here is the pump, and so you fire that up whenever you need, and then they're on 50-foot reels that you can pull out to the vehicle, so that you're not having to connect everything or pull out a pump and start the pump. As well, down here we've got different types of chainsaws. So this chainsaw here is designed that you can push this this sleeve here will be able to push back, and so that you can set that to cut only that deep, so you're not going to cut through all of your roof trusses, because if you're cutting through a roof, you don't want to cut the trusses that are actually holding you up, right? And then there's a rotary saw and some other things back there. So rotary is just the 14-inch round blade that you see construction workers use, and we use it for a variety of things, from getting into vehicles, which isn't all that common because you have other better alternatives. You can use it to get through an overhead door if you want to make an A cut to get access into a building you got no other way. Things like that are what we would use that saw for, cutting concrete if it was a situation like that. This here, a lot of these are extensions for what we call a Paratech kit. Paratech kit is a stabilization kit. Basically, so if there's a vehicle that's really unstable and we need to get in there to get at a patient, the vehicle needs to be stabilized for us to get in there and work safely. So this is a system that allows us to stabilize the vehicle.
So this is the minimum stuff that you're going to be wearing on a call. So this is not all the gear. So remember, you're going to have, like he was saying, the structural boots, the structural bunker pants, jacket, flash hood, mask, on air, helmet, irons, high-rise pack, hose pack, then we go to work. Then there's patients, there's people. So this is not just it. And keep in mind with this stuff, it's not standing around, it's not walking. You will be expected on the job to hike high rises going up to 30, 60, whatever floors without the elevator. So this is a very physically demanding job. This is what we wear. This bunker gear is made of three layers. So there's the outer shell, which is flame resistant, more of the flame resistant material. The middle is the moisture barrier, and the inside layer is a little bit what we call a thermal layer. So it helps with a little bit more heat detection and stuff like that. So play around with it.